Jai Shri Ram, welcome to Astrology with Abhilasha. Today I am picking up a very often asked question that how to decode the results of Rahu and Ketu. Under what circumstances they will give auspicious results, under what circumstances they will be inauspicious. Will they act like the planet associated with them, or will they act like the dispositor? These are several questions and lot of ambiguity around the result or decodation of Rahu and Ketu. I have streamlined few pointers using which you can easily decode the result of these two shadow planets, that is Rahu and Ketu. As we all know, in contemporary times, these are the planets which give quick results, and it is very important while assessing a chart to understand what are they giving to the native. Now let's get started. Rahu and Ketu give the result of conjunction or the planets which are aspecting them. If Rahu and Ketu are unassociated, they give the result of the Lord of the house. If they are unassociated, take the result of the dispositor of Rahu and Ketu. Alright? If Rahu and Ketu are in trine with Kendra lords, or even the opposite, in Kendra with trine lords, they give excellent result, but there is condition, and the condition is that the degreecal distance between Rahu and the planet, which is the lord of the Kendra or the trine, should be at least 10 degrees or more. If they are conjunct lesser than 10 degrees, then the results are not that great. But if the conjunction degree is 10 degree or more, then the results are excellent. In Kendra with Kendra lord or in Trikona with Trikona lord, they give good results. In 3rd house, 6th house or in 11th house, Rahu and Ketu always give good result. Whether they are associated with benefic or in malefic, they give results which are good. Good results are also seen if Rahu and Ketu are in conjunction with other planet in the 2nd house, 8th house or 12th house. But if the conjunction with a planet is, if the planet is benefic, then the results are good. If the planet is malefic, the result is bad in case of 2nd, 8th or 12th house. Now looking at the dispositor of Rahu or Ketu, a conjunction in good houses makes the person achiever in all the domains. If the dispositor of Rahu or Ketu are associated with a Raj Yoga planet, then the power of the yoga, the good yoga, is enhanced. Similarly, we can say if the dispositor of Rahu and Ketu is associated in a Duryog, then the enhancement and the power of the Duryog is also seen. So we have to check that the dispositor of Rahu and Ketu is forming a good yoga or a bad yoga, and we have to decode the results accordingly. Association of Rahu with unafflicted Raj Yoga planets give the native a life full of achievements, he or she enjoys power throughout his life. Now, association of Ketu with Raj Yoga planet makes the native, an achiever, but the end result is that the native, given to an activity which eventually causes his own destruction. So this native should be very cautious. If you see Ketu associated with a Raj Yoga planet in a native's chart, you should warn the native that though he will achieve everything in life, but he is very, it is very probable that he might take a wrong decision once in life and destroy whatever he has earned. So you should advise accordingly. If Rahu or Ketu is sitting in a benefic house like 5th house or 9th house, or conjunct the 2nd lord or the 7th lord, then it gives a Raj Yoga. But if the 2nd or the 7th lord is malefic, then the dasha of that planet, 2nd or 7th lord, and if they are associated with Rahu or Ketu, can give diseases also in that duration. Okay, and sometime the disease or sometime and a fatal incident can also happen during this period. So if it is with 5th house lord or 9th house lord or 5th house or 9th house, it is good, but association of Rahu and Ketu with 2nd or 7th lord is not that appreciable during the dasha if 2nd or 7th house lord are malefics. Alright. Rahu or Ketu gives good when in 3, 6 or 11th house. Even 4, 9 and 10th house Rahu and Ketu give good results. 5th house placement of Rahu or Ketu are sometimes very detrimental for children and education. Sometimes a person with nodes in the 5th house lives in the world of hallucination also, but then it has to have a lot of affliction to the house lord also. You have to see in totality. Okay, 7th house Rahu or Ketu gives a bit of detachment in later years of life with the spouse. Placement of Rahu or Ketu in the 8th house or the 12th house is 90% of the time adverse. So that is how I conclude the placement of Rahu and Ketu, and I understand the results of Rahu and Ketu. Alright, so that is all for today. Jai Shri Ram.